Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Doxy, and let me tell you, today is a very special day because as of about 30 seconds ago, I have finally caught up with One Piece. Until April when the rest of it comes out. But since we're now up to date with One Piece and we have 5 months to wait until the rest of it comes out, your boy needs a new show to watch, and that is exactly where today's video comes in, because we are looking at the top 10 anime of 2024, and hopefully we can find an absolute banger that we can binge watch in the meantime while we wait for One Piece. And if not, then, well, I'll just cry or something, you know. But as always, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to punch the subscribe button in the face, and if you can, leave a comment letting me know your personal recommendations for something that I should watch, because I really am desperate and I have no idea at this point. But with all that said, let's sit back, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's see what the top shows of 2024 are, apparently. What is this? I have never seen this or heard of this before. Yeah, sup Ashley, how's it going? Dragon Ball! Hey. I have been so, like, under a rock this year, so I have no idea what's going to be on this list. Okay, this is phenomenal. If you have not seen this, you are a bit silly.
Since the day this adaptation was announced, fans of the Korean webtoon never stopped hyping it up.
Yeah, this is incredible.
We should have believed them. Solo leveling is the ultimate power fantasy, but somehow that isn't a detriment, as it takes the concept of a bland fella becoming overpowered and
absolutely OP as hell. I would love to watch this, but I've already seen it, and I just want more of it to happen, that's all. This is so good though, like, I will keep saying it, I will die on this hill. I love this character, I love this show, I love everything.
Being mercilessly chopped down is full of horrifying creatures, even worse humans, and challenges we still can't believe he got past. Needless to say, we are eagerly waiting for our cue to arise when Season 2 drops.
I can't wait. I need so much more.
Number 9,
Brave Bang Bravern. Never heard of this. It looks like one of those like Gundam shows. Wow.
We live in an age where we seldom see brand new mecha anime series.
Yeah, no.
Not only scratches that itch, but also made a name for itself among the titans of the genre.
Is it just me, but this art style kind of transitions weirdly between looking kind of modern but then looking really old school? That's not a bad thing by any means though, because I did enjoy some of the older mech shows. Like, I'm a big fan of Gurren Lagann, I'm a big fan of Gundam. I'm outside of the anime world, I liked Transformers growing up, so anything that's kind of big robots is kind of okay to me, so I don't think I mind. It's just, it really threw me that it has that weird art style transition.
Not in the most conventional way.
Okay. I like unconventional. Like, it's very cheesy Japanese. Again, not a bad thing.
The most hilarious anime series of the year.
Oh, really?
See the hapless Isami get in the cockpit of this absurd sentient mecha.
Okay, I didn't know it was a comedy.
He's now the only hope humanity has left, as well as the apple of Bravern's eye. Packed to the brim with hysterical references and radical mecha action, Bravern is the perfect first quencher for the mecha anime drought we're facing.
Fair. It does look good. I just don't think I'm going to watch it anytime soon. And again, putting it above solo leveling is ballsy.
Mushoku Tensei, Jobless
Okay.
Season 2.
I haven't seen the first part of this, but finally convinced me. Do it.
I mean, is there any surprise this one cracked the list when it's a constant mainstay on our best isekai and fantasy videos?
Right.
After all the drama that happened in the academy, Rudius must once again venture out after receiving a letter from his father requesting help.
Don't know if that's a spoiler or not, because I haven't seen the first part, like I said. Looks nice to look at, though. But I'd need to watch the first part, definitely.
His beloved teacher Roxy, after she was separated from Paul's party, he must enter a deadly dungeon. But word is,
Interesting.
that's also where his mother was last sighted. If you've seen Mushoku's previous seasons, then you know this one brings the laughs, tears, and slick combats. And if you haven't, what the hell are you waiting for?
It's funny you say that, because I've heard that from a lot of people that I talk to. They're like, oh, why have you not watched Mushoku Tensei yet? I don't know. I don't know if it's good. Like, I hear a lot of people saying, like, oh, it's fantastic, it's wonderful, everyone needs to watch it. But I also know some people that say it shouldn't exist and it's terrible. So it's a very, very mixed bag. Yes, there are more people saying it's good than bad, but like, and I understand that anime is subjective, so people are always going to have an opinion on it, that's fine. I just don't know if this is worth a watch. So if someone, I think I've asked this before, but I don't really care. Let me know in the comments, is this show worth watching? Because I know nothing about it, other than its name. It does look good, it sounds good, because I'm a big fan of isekais, and I like comedy, and I like a little bit of, like, action. So this seems like a very good show for me, but I'm unsure, I'm on the fence. So please, someone pick me up off this damn fence, and let me know if this show is good. Por favor, thank you kindly. On with the video.
Hop on already.
I'm thinking about it, man. It does look nice.
Number 7.
Look back. This looks strange. This has a weird art style.
In just 1 hour, Chainsaw Man creator Tatsuya
Okay.
was able to present something so profound that it will linger in your heart for years to come. Look Back is a deeply personal film which speaks volumes to any artist who has ever struggled with the idea of not being enough.
That's me in a nutshell. Absolutely accurate.
I can't get too deep into the specifics of this anime without spoiling it. Be warned that it is an emotional gut punch, which has of course very much become Fujimoto's trademark style. Its success, despite its tight runtime, could very well usher in a new era of short-form anime movies, and we welcome that idea with open arms.
Absolutely, that sounds funky. That's an interesting one. I will say though, little known fact about me that you may or may not know is I used to be a tattoo artist. So Look Back is a very personal one to me. Like, I have struggled as an artist. I know a lot of you out there who are artists have had the same thing, where you just don't feel like what you do is good enough. And honestly, that transcends just drawing. That could be in anything. It could be YouTube, it could be work in general, or life in general. So most people will kind of resonate with that in such a way. But that one really made me think, because one, it has a very unique art style, and that's kind of cool. Two, it's made by the same person who made Chainsaw Man, and that's very cool because Chainsaw Man is incredible. And three, as I said, it resonates with people. So maybe, just maybe, that could be worth a watch. I know it's not necessarily a series, so it's not really gonna what's the word? It's not really going to keep my time covered for the next 5 months, but that I would recommend watching that for anyone who has ever felt the way that they just stated, because it looked very good, and I agree, it could usher in a new form of short form anime movies, which is kind of a very underused niche at the moment. So yeah, that one tempted me a little bit, I can't lie. Oh, ReZero! Absolutely! Absolutely! Oh, please wake up, Rem. Good lord. Oh, this is my favourite show.
Admittedly a bit of a mixed
No, it wasn't, I loved it.
Introduced some great characters and dropped some compelling lore. But it was a little slow and confusing.
It was, but
to its
it's
previous
great.
entry. So when season 3 dropped with an hour-and-a-half first episode, we were a little hesitant.
No.
My
Watch
God,
it.
Was it worth
Yes.
it? ReZero has undoubtedly returned to form with a season that has dialed up the action and drama to an astounding degree.
Excellent. Like, if you do not like this show, I don't know what to tell you. It's just so goddamn good.
The gang shift locations to a city surrounded by water, and as tranquil as that might sound, it is not.
Nope.
They're having to contend with the absurdly powerful Sin Archbishops of the Witches cult, who have taken the city hostage until the Witches' remains are
I have read
surrendered.
ahead, so I know a little bit
This
about
is what
this,
peak
but
isekai looks like.
I'm surprised this is so low on this list. because this is absolutely incredible. Dandadan, yep, obviously. Still need to watch this though.
Where on earth do we start with this one? Dandadan is truly something else. When a girl who believes in ghosts butts heads with a boy who believes in aliens, an unlikely friendship is formed.
That sounds wonderful.
Exactly lead these two to the safest of places. Dandadan sees the two get into all sorts of terrifying trouble, from facing off with sumo stomping monsters to clashing with a pecker-pinching grandma yokai.
I like that. That's weird. That's absolutely mentally weird.
Yes, it is as bizarre as it sounds, but it's got enough heart and soul to not come across as the try-hard, lol-random type of humor.
Good.
And we'd be remiss not to mention anime's new top-ranking gilf, Seiko.
Oh, the grandma. Oh, yeah. Pan the camera up. Oh, yes. Damn, Gilf. I will also say something he did not mention, but the OP absolutely slaps. Like, it is fire in a jar. And if you haven't watched my reaction to it, or you haven't heard the OP, please go onto YouTube and type in OP Dandadan. I think it's called Otanoke by Crazy Nuts or something like that. Creepy Nuts, that's the one. Go watch it, because the song is weird, it's odd, it's so unique, but it's so goddamn catchy. So please, go and listen to it. Watch the show. I need to do it. I did forget about Dandadan, but there's not a lot of episodes right now, so I want to, like, wait until there's more episodes so I can just fully binge watch it. But yeah, go watch it. Gundam! Interesting! I didn't know it was still going.
Almost 20 years after its last installment concluded,
that's what I mean.
Seed has finally returned, and it honestly feels like it never left.
Looks nice.
Freedom is the most unapologetic crowd pleaser of a movie, and in an
it's a
age
movie.
of media trying to rug pull or subvert its audience's expectations, that is such a welcome surprise. Kira Yamato's life is once again turned upside down.
Isn't it always?
Kidnapped by the Foundation, who have very devious intentions. Sounds simple, and it is, but it just works so damn well. The mecha action is genuinely some of the best in the Gundam franchise.
Interesting. I might have to give that a watch.
Again,
even though, again, not in a mech mood at the moment.
If you had the opportunity to watch it in cinemas among other Gundam diehards, you likely had the time of your life.
It does look really nice, and it says a lot about Gundam that even after 20 years since the last installment, there is still, like, a demand for it. So the staying power, the continuity of it is actually incredible. So I kind of respect that. Don't know if it's something I'm going to watch now in 2024, but hey, if that's your thing, go watch it. Like, it's cool.
Number 3,
Delicious in Dungeon. I have just finished this as well. This is so good.
How on earth do you take the premise of eating monsters in a dungeon and somehow weave a story that gripped the entire anime?
Because it's really enjoyable.
This game-changing series. Dungeon Meshi's
it looks banging. Looks really tasty.
And Chilchuk must brave the lunatic magician's demonic structure in order to save their party member before she is unceremoniously digested by
a red dragon. Yep.
Since they lost all their moolah in the previous scuffle, they have to make do with surviving off the creatures that dwell within, oftentimes with mouth-watering results.
Yeah, it's always looked good, even though the actual food is horrendously bad. But like, look at it. It looks so good.
But it's not all about the food. Delicious in Dungeon.
It has a good story too.
Fantasy in spite of its gimmick.
Yeah.
Trust me when I say there is a good reason why Dungeon Meshi was the most cosplayed thing at every convention I went to this summer.
Was it really? I love that. Love that. Like, this is such a good show. It's like Food Wars, Konosuba, and so many other things. Slime, I guess, reincarnated as a slime. All kind of merged into one thing. And if you like any of the shows, if you like Konosuba, if you like food, and you like a little bit of fantasy kind of weirdness, then that is a very good show. It's on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll, but it's definitely on Netflix. So give that a watch. I would love to have watched that. That would have been like top of my list. but unfortunately I've already seen it. So, well, I've seen it so far, I should say. So I need more of that as well. This is not helping me find a new show. It's just telling me about shows that I already have watched and are very good. So that's kind of irking me a little bit. But it's cool. We've got 2 more options. Hopefully it will give me something I haven't seen. Please. This ain't happening. Sorry, I can't stand Bleach. I mean, it looks nice, I guess.
Returning in 2022, Bleach has been an absolute force of nature in the anime world. While we thought we had reached its peak, somehow Season 3 has reached even greater heights.
I'm sure it's really good, but
season,
it's not for me.
Dazzling display from the Royal Guard, Ichigo faces his most dramatic struggle to date when he takes on his former ally, Uryu Ishida.
I'm sure that would hit a lot harder if I knew who these characters were. I know who Ichigo is, but apart from, beyond that. Like, I'm really not in the know with this show.
With the fact that we finally got to see the return of everyone's favorite scoundrel, Isaac.
Wow.
And you have a season of Bleach that is the total
It means
package.
nothing to me, sorry. I know a lot of people love this show, but... And if you do, I don't judge you.
Before we get to our #1 pick, here's an egregious amount of
Go on, I see Dragon Ball. This is very, very good. It's not Moro, but it is fun as hell, I agree. This is really good. I've been really enjoying this.
The Dangers in My Heart
Ooh.
Season 2. One of the greatest
I love a good
romance
romance.
anime scene.
I need to watch this, maybe. This might be up my alley. I think I've reacted to that, like a trailer of that before, because I remember that being in a video that I've done before. It might be like upcoming anime or romance animes or something like that, but that has just like rung a bell in my head that somehow gave me deja vu. So maybe I've seen that before. Haven't watched the show though, but I remember, I believe, saying that I wanted to see that show. So maybe that could be it, because I'm a sucker for a good rom-com. Or a good romance in general, I should say. But give me more honorable mentions. Help, please. Brilliant looking show. Don't like the story.
The weakest entry in the series so far, Demon Slayer never truly
Well,
disappoints.
Tanjiro's very milquetoast though, isn't he? Let's be honest. Konosuba. Haven't watched this yet.
3. Kazuma is up to his old dirty tricks, and we can't look away.
This is a funny ass show though. Oh, I see.
Classroom of the Elite.
There's more Classroom of the Elite?
Mind games
I
continue
didn't know
with
that.
another awesome installment.
I thought it was done. It shows how much I know, because I did not know this. Straight to the point.
My Hero Academia season
I've heard
7.
good things
The
about
Great
this.
War is underway, and we've only scratched
I don't
the
know
surface.
how I feel about it though. Like, I lost interest in My Hero after season 4, and people tell me I'm weird for that.
One Piece fan letter,
Oh.
a short story that really captures the spirit of One Piece and will likely have
I've
you
seen
tearing up.
this advertised. Is it good? Has anyone seen it? This is a very big shout at the moment. I'm a little bit disappointed at the moment though, because I'm not learning anything. Like, I watched this to think like, damn, maybe I'll find like a really, really good show that's come out this year and it's gonna make me go, wow, this is something I need to watch. But other than like ReZero and maybe like Dandadan, there's not been a lot in there that's really made me say like, damn, I need to get up off my butt cheeks and watch this now. So that's a little bit disappointing. I'm also obscenely scared because now we've got to #1 and I feel like I know exactly what #1's gonna be. And if it is, I'm going to be so disappointed because it's a show that everyone hypes and raves about and it hasn't been mentioned yet on this list. And I just have this horrible feeling that it's going to be #1. And I'm going to say it in advance, if it is, I don't like the show. I don't like the show. I've had very, very public rants about it. So if they're about to tell me that the #1 anime in all the world of 2024 is Oshinoko, then I will politely decline and say that you're smoking crack. Because I have my own opinions about that show, and I think it was utterly underwhelming. But, bad feelings aside, let's see what number 1 is.
Number 1.
Of
Oshinoko
course
Season
it
2.
is. Why wouldn't it be?
The first season of Oshinoko sent shockwaves through the anime
No,
world
it didn't.
as
It was
explored
terrible.
The dark side of the entertainment industry in Japan, but they were just
It
getting
didn't mention
started.
it for
Aqua's
half
quest
the
for revenge
series.
against the man who caused the death of his mother and idol continues in this season, which focuses on his time working on a stage production. Sounds
Good for
pretty
him.
bleak on paper, but the execution of this arc was absolutely masterful. Somehow the folks at Dogakobo were able to convince us that we were sat inside that theater watching the play in real life. That's to say nothing of the bombshells dropped between and after the actual performance. We still get chills just thinking about some of them. And
We
are
don't.
chomping
Speak
at
for
the bit
yourself,
for more
mate.
to drop in 2025.
そう言ったらどうする
But
Oh,
what is your
fascinating.
favorite anime of 2024? Let us know in those comments below.
Right. Well, oh, Kaiju number 8. I was about to turn this video off thinking it was done.
Check out the
You can't just throw in Kaiju number 8 at the end and say like, oh yeah, by the way, this also came out. Kaiju number 8 was better than some of the shows on that list, and I think that deserved to have been in this top 10 list. It wasn't even an honourable mention. It just wasn't mentioned at all, apart from like 3 seconds at the end. But, do I agree with this list? I don't know, because I went into this with a very different mindset. It wasn't about whether I agreed or not. It was about me trying to find a show to watch, and I wanted something that was seen as a banger, shall we say, that like everyone, general consensus, saw as a very, very good show. Yes, before anyone says it, I know that Oshinoko is, in the general consensus, an absolute masterpiece, but I didn't like it. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If they didn't have pretty eyes, no one would care about the story. That's my opinion. Please don't come at me with pitchforks, but there is not a hope on God's green earth or in hell itself. I would rather hell froze over and the earth flooded into obscurity, not mediocrity, than watch Oshinoko, because I thought it was dreadful. But the plus side of this was there are some very good shows on there. Will I watch the rest of ReZero? Absolutely, and if that can go on until April, I'll be very, very happy, because it is, like I said, my favourite show. Dandadan I do need to watch, but again, there's not a lot of episodes, so it's not really going to kill time. But beyond those two, I'm quite sad because this didn't really help me too much, and that's a shame. I enjoyed the video, but it hasn't inspired me to watch anything. So I think this is the moment where I need you guys' help. So let me know in the comments, if you can, what a show that you think I should watch just to kill time until One Piece comes out. Like, I don't care if it's long, don't care if it's short. I just want something that's genuinely good that I can sink my teeth into and just kind of go, wow, I have a new obsession. Because when something is that good, I will binge watch it. I'll watch it in like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever. And then I'll end up being an absolute hyper fan of it. And I want that, man. I like being passionate about things. And I like the passion that you guys have, whether I agree or not, for shows that you like. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see if there's anything that kind of tickles my fancy a little bit. But until next time, guys, I've been Doxy, you've been beautiful, thank you for giving me a part of your day, and I'll see you next time for more anime content. Peace out.